roughly 65 to 85 calories less, so that's a win. Is it better than an Anabar? And we're back at the taste test table yet again. Welcome back to the Anabolic Hub, where normally we are cooking up some anabolic deliciousness. However, these came in the mail today. Anybody heard of these? What are they, CICO bars? CICO bars? I'm just playing. CICO bars, HTLT, Coach Greg Doucette's protein bar. A little late to the game on this, but I figured we gotta try it, right? We'll compare it to the other bars that we've tested, and namely, I guess the biggest comparison, according to the person who created these, is supposed to be the Anabar. So we'll see how it holds up. By now, you probably all know that it's supposed to be lower in calories, same 21 grams of protein, but we'll give it a thorough inspection, taste test, and we'll see if it lives up to being a bar worth buying. Big fan of the Anabars. I know they're higher in calories and they got sugar and fat and everything that everybody complains about. Anyway, we're gonna find out if this one lives up to the same type of flavor. We're gonna give it a taste test. So haven't had these before, haven't watched any reviews, don't know much about the bar itself other than it's supposed to be, of course, CICO, that calories in, calories out friendly. So I'm gonna undo the little piece of tape here. Struggle as always real with the stickers. Pop open the box. Oh, look at that, right on the front of the box it says 200 calories and 21 grams of protein, but we'll go through all of, ooh, feels tiny. We'll go through all of the macros. This is already feeling like a very tiny bar, but we'll lead things off here by going through the macros first. So, like I said, 200 calories. We have 6 grams of fat, 21 grams of carbohydrates, 11 grams of fiber. Not surprising, there's a lot of fiber in this. 6 grams of total sugars, 3 grams of which were added, and 21 grams of protein. Now, if we can find the ingredient list, it's in super small writing. Yeah, it is. Maybe it's bigger on the box. Let's see if it's bigger on the box. Yes, there we go. Isomaltoligosaccharidide. It's probably something simpler than that, but that's the first thing in this. Whey protein isolate, whey protein crisp. Okay, and then some usual ingredients as that we know from our ingredient label knowledge. The further we go down the list, the less of which is in the bar. Isomaltoligosaccharidide, some kind of sweetener. Oh, I just noticed the bars are 55 grams, so that's why it feels smaller, being used to an Anabar that is 65 grams. If my rough math is correct, I think that means this is about 85% the size of an Anabar. You're getting 15% less bar, roughly. Rough numbers there, but that's, I think, what the math is on that. And of course, the flavor, there is only one flavor, which is, underwhelming to only have one flavor, but I'm sure that's just because of supply issues. Much like the HTLT protein powders, I'm sure we'll see more flavors come out as time goes by and those supply chains come back. But nonetheless, we got double chocolate, probably the easiest to produce because it's a very basic flavor. I'm wondering if it's going to be as underwhelming as most chocolate protein bars. They're usually not very chocolatey. But with no further ado, let's dive right into it here by opening it up. Okay. My reaction is because of this. That's the bottom of the bar, no chocolate on it, little odd, not completely covered in chocolate. Is that how we're saving calories, I wonder? Okay, so yeah, so it's a very, very tiny bar, not a lot here. I'm sure to get it to 200 calories and make it taste somewhat good, you probably had to cut it down from a manufacturing standpoint. It's like crumbling all over the place here because it's not completely covered. Looks like a chocolate-covered score bar, perhaps. That you didn't put any chocolate on the bottom, which is interesting. Okay, very interested in texture on this one. Let's give a quick smell test first before we get to the actual taste test. Yep, smells like chocolate, but does it taste like chocolate? Is it going to be a faint taste of chocolate or a double chocolate, which I believe is the flavor. This is a double chocolate, so I'm expecting twice the amount of chocolatiness on this bar. If you remember back when the Anabars were first released, they were a little shorter. It wasn't this short, but they were also higher. This one is short and definitely not as tall. The height's not there. There's the side view there, side view of the front. Let's see. First bite, best bite. Do we have an Anabar competitor here? How does it compare to the other ones we've tried on the channel? We won't know until we try it. First bite, best bite. Let's find out. Okay. It's very firm. It doesn't break apart as easy as like an Anabar. Let's see if I can break it. Okay. It doesn't bend as much as an Anabar. It's not as pleasant to bite into right off the bat here. And it's very hard to take a bite. It's not the most underwhelming protein bar chocolate flavor I've ever tried, but I don't know. Chocolate bars are always disappointing because you're expecting a candy bar and this ain't it. Yeah. You better be careful with these. You might break your teeth trying to take a bite. I'm not even kidding. I'm not exaggerating. This is a tough bar to bite into. And the flavor's not bad. Not quite sure how you get double chocolate from this. I would expect more chocolatey taste if something that's double chocolate, but it's probably just branding. It's not very pleasant to eat. It's tough to chew. Like my jaw is cracking away here. I don't know, is the theory that if it's tough to chew, it'll last longer? I don't know. It's definitely a firm bar. These have been sitting inside my house for quite some time, so it's not like because it's cold out, these are tough to bite into. These are like definitely at room temperature, and I don't see them getting any softer than this. Tough bar to chew. Have I said that yet? Tough bar to chew. And it's crumbling all over the place. That does happen with the Anabar though, but those taste so good, I'll literally pick pieces of it up off the floor and eat it. I don't even care. This one, not so sure I'd do that. Really odd too that the bottom has no chocolate covering on it at all. Like you couldn't fit the calories in to cover the bottom of the bar. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just this one. Maybe they're not all like that. Maybe I'll have to do an update video. For it being unpleasant to bite into and really unpleasant to look at with no chocolate on the bottom, I don't know. Protein bars are such a quick hitter snack. Like when you're having it, generally they don't last very long anyway, and maybe the extra chewiness is designed to make it last longer, but this is not the best experience I've ever had. It's not the best flavor I've ever had either. No, I haven't seen any of Greg's videos on this. Let me know in the comments. Did he say he wants it to be hard to chew to make it last longer because it's so small? Chocolate protein bars, always underwhelming, and this is no exception here. In fairness though, the chocolate covering on Anabars doesn't really blast you with this chocolatey flavor. The s'mores one, not so much. The other ones that they cover with chocolate, I think at least one other one, the PB&J bar, that's not a blast of chocolate. But this does not taste as good as those. Okay, so basically we got 85% of the bar, harder to chew. You have roughly 65 to 85 calories less, so that's a win. But in terms of flavor, this doesn't touch an Anabar, not even close. I know there's sugar, the fat and all that, but personally myself, I'd rather save up to 85 calories in my day and have an Anabar than have something like this, almost gone. It's only 55 grams. One more bite, here we go, this is it. Still tough to chew. It's not a bad bar. There is enough sweetness to it where you're not going to want to stop eating it. It's by no means an RX bar, that's for sure. Those are on record as being the worst protein bars that have ever been made. This one here, CICO bar, double chocolate, 200 calories, 21 grams of protein. It's okay. It's okay. I'd put it at like a 6.9, maybe, right around where I rank a lot of the Quest bars. Is it better than an Anabar? No. I think I already answered that. Is it worth the less calories to have this? Not in my opinion, personally. I'd rather budget 60 to 85 more calories and have myself an Anabar. So if you can do that I highly recommend you do that rather than buying these. It will be interesting to see when more flavors come out, because I don't think it's an if more flavors come out, but when more flavors come out, if they can be tasting a little more like something I'd want to have on a regular basis. I wouldn't rush to buy another box of these. Like when my Anabars are getting low, I can't wait to buy another box. I'm on finalbossperformance.com loading up my cart, and I'm excited. I'm tracking that package the whole way to my house, from Texas to where I am, the whole way. Can't wait for them to show up on my doorstep. These, I could wait. But for what it is, a lower calorie bar, being a chocolate protein bar, it's okay. 6.9, it's okay, it's edible, it's not bad. You will not want to barf eating this. Anyway, it's getting to be about that time. I gotta get up out of here, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye.